Argentina's centre-left government is under growing pressure to find out what happened to a man who disappeared a year ago after testifying in the trial of a notorious human rights abuser. On Tuesday, demonstrators around the country demanded the 78-year-old witness be found. Al Jazeera's Lucia Newman reports.
Street protests are an everyday event in Buenos Aires, but this one is special. These people aren't asking for anything for themselves. Rather, they're demanding the government do something about the chilling disappearance of this man.
They took him alive, and alive we want him back. That was the slogan they had during the dictatorship, and it's just as relevant today as it was then.
Exactly 1 year ago, Julio Lopez disappeared from his house after testifying in a high-profile human rights trial. They tortured me and Rodo with electric shocks, he said. Lopez's testimony was key in obtaining the conviction of a notorious police chief accused of torture and murder during Argentina's military dictatorship in the 1970s and early 80s. It's widely believed Lopez was kidnapped to make an example of him, to intimidate other would-be witnesses in trials against human rights abusers. But despite the public outcry, no one has been arrested, and Lopez's whereabouts, dead or alive, are still a mystery. We believe that the repressive bodies of the police and the security services were never dismantled, that they're still there, hidden, and that the government doesn't have a policy to dismantle them. That's why this happened, says this trade union leader. It's been 23 years since Argentina returned to democracy. The current center-left government boasts bringing human rights abusers to justice is a top priority. So, Lopez's disappearance raises serious questions about the government's ability to effectively confront those who took part in Argentina's dirty war. A period of repression in which 30,000 people were arrested, tortured, and then never found again.
Argentines had come to think that that dark period of their history was behind them. But the disappearance of Julio Lopez, the first since the return to democracy, has brought back old ghosts and rekindled old fears.
Many would-be witnesses in other human rights trials have been threatened and are now no longer willing to testify. With presidential elections just a little over a month away, the government is keen to solve the Lopez case, amid charges that it's unwilling, or what's worse, unable to do so. Lucia Newman, Al Jazeera, Buenos Aires.